Okay, Hare Krishna. Let's start with the prayers. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvisheshi Shunyavadi Pasha Chadrishatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vatsa Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So till yesterday we saw that how Hanuman he met with Rama and Lakshmana, and with whom he would or whom he would serve the rest of his life. So Hanuman carried Rama and Lakshmana on his shoulders to Sugriva, and then Sugriva and Rama they make friendship with each other by taking oath on the fire. And then Sugriva gave few tasks to Rama just to prove that whether Rama is eligible actually to go and fight. And Rama fulfills all his desires. Then they go to Kishkintha. At first, Rama could not find the difference or who is Sugriva and who is Vali. So again, he puts a garland, a flower garland on Sugriva. Then he was able to find the difference and he shoots an arrow and Vali dies. And before Vali dies, he asks all the questions and Rama explains, and Vali was completely convinced that whatever he has done was wrong. Then Sugriva was reinstated as the king of Kishkintha, and since it was a rainy season, Rama said it is rainy season for monkeys, it will be very difficult. So after rainy season, we can start searching for Sita. So now Rama is explaining this rainy season, how is the cloud and all that to Lakshmana, and he's thinking and he is feeling separation of Sita Devi. Navamasa dhritam garbham bhaskarasya ghabasthibihi pitva rasam samudranam dyauhu prasute rasayanam. After 9 months of pregnancy, how a woman gives birth to a baby, like that, impregnated by the sun rays, this heaven is giving elixir or elixir of life through these clouds. So, and then further he explains that feeling very happy with the arrival of rain, all the wild jasmine plants, they're standing somewhere on the terraces of the mountains. They're all flowering, and they're thickly covered with droplets of the vapor, and as if they are the tears of happiness. Such plants are giving me more and more sorrow. So then what happened was Sugriva, he was enjoying with Rama and Tara day and night throughout that rainy season. And the ruling of the kingdom was given to ministries. So Sugriva was so engrossed in the sense gratification that he's not appearing in front of the court, no darshan to the ministers and citizens. And Hanuman is observing Rama's patience, and he's also observing Sugriva's weakness. So thinking very deeply, Hanuman, he went to Sugriva. Sugriva, you're supposed to help your friend. You have to do certain thing when it's the right time. You promise that you will help. Now rainy season is over. Once the time is not utilized properly, then you will have to stand in front of Rama asking for forgiveness. You help those who helped you. If you do the work when it is supposed to do the work, when you're supposed to do it, the things that are not required to do, you are doing that. So immediately you help Rama. Sugriva, he listens to Hanuman. He immediately calls for Neela. Neela is another great monkey. He said, call all the monkeys from all different directions. Once they come, we will start uh, uh, the work for Rama to search for Sita. This one action of Hanuman had saved Sugriva. And rainy season was over. That is what is called the Chaturmasya. The 4 months of rainy season was over, and now autumn season arrived. And Rama told to Lakshmana, Lakshmana, it looks like Sugriva, who is supposed to do his work, he's not doing. Now, that order he gave it, okay, to Neela. Sugriva gave that order, and again he went back and he is totally engrossed in sense gratification. So he didn't even update Rama what is happening, nothing. He's fully absorbed in sense gratification. So when Rama understood that the autumn has arrived and he's not getting any updates, so he was telling to Lakshmana that Sugriva, who's supposed to do the work, looks like he's not doing. He's thinking I'm an orphan. I lost Sita. He's not caring about me. So Lakshmana, you go to Kishkintha and you tell him. And who renounces his word, okay, who left his word, after death, even dogs will not touch them. Remind him that Vali's path is not closed yet. That means if he does not stand on his word, even he will fight with Sugriva. So Lakshmana, hearing these words from Rama, he became extremely angry. And Rama observed that. And he thought, oh, Lakshmana may kill people if he goes like with this much anger. So Rama said, Lakshmana, while you're going to Kishkintha, you also keep in mind how Sugriva was trying to help us. All the good things, whatever Sugriva has done, you keep thinking about it as you go to Kishkintha. You tell him like a very dear friend. You just tell him the time is over. Please help. Rama is feeling bad. Just say like that. That's all. Then Lakshmana, he started for Kishkintha, and as he was going to Kishkintha, he's going like a very angry elephant. He's kicking stone on the just to break, and he's not going in the proper route. He has taken the shortcut. And with heavy and deep breath, he is, and in anger, he's going to Kishkintha. The guards at Kishkintha doors, they became fearful and they ran towards the palace. That time, Sugriva is nicely enjoying with his wives in the palace. So Lakshmana, when he was going, met with Angada and said, Angada, you tell your father who is inside that Rama is very sad. Lakshmana came to tell whatever Rama had asked to convey. And he says all that what Rama had told, he told to Angada. Then Angada went along with his ministers inside. Angada paid obeisances to Sugriva, Tara, and Ruma in his bedroom and was fully engrossed in sense gratification. And Lakshmana is angry. So Sugriva came to his senses when he heard from Angada and ministers the words from Lakshmana. And he said immediately, then what shall we do now? And actually, even before that, so when he went to the bedroom, he was so intoxicated that he didn't properly listen to Angada. Then what happened? all the monkeys in the entire kingdom shouted very loudly. That sound, Sugriva came back to his senses. He called his ministers and Angada, asked them what happened, and he also felt very bad that he's unable to help Rama. And he said that because of this Rama only I'm enjoying this kingdom today, and I should help. And Hanuman said, you don't mistake Lakshmana or Rama. His anger, Lakshmana's anger, is because of the love that he has with Rama. See, he doesn't have wife, but you are enjoying here with wife and very nice palace. So just understand what the condition of your friend Rama in the Prasharana mountains. He might say few words which are very harsh, but don't misunderstand him. So meanwhile, Lakshmana heard some women know that the women monkeys, they were all going and their ornaments were all there. He's heard some sound. And he did a tankaram. That means he tapped his bowstring. And when he did that, Sugriva immediately fell down from his throne. He said, Tara, you go to Lakshmana. Because looking at women, first his anger may be reduced. And Tara was also being intoxicated. Her belt was not in the right position. Her ornaments were falling away. So she appeared in such a condition in front of Lakshmana. And Lakshmana saw a friend's wife like that. So immediately he went aside. He put his head down. And Tara spoke, what happened? Is there any calamity? Is there any forest fire? Has anyone harmed you? And Lakshmana said, no, your husband has abandoned his word to Rama. He's not taking care of his ministers or citizens. So he Rama gave him 4 months, and that 4 months are over. He's so intoxicated that he forgot his word. And Tara said, no, Lakshmana, don't be angry. It is not good to be very angry at Sugriva. You have the right to correct him. So you please forgive him. Right now he is with me. So many days he has been outside. He was bereft of all this sense gratification. Now he got all of this at once. So because of being engrossed in this sense gratification, he may have forgotten little. But come inside. So when he comes inside, he saw Sugriva with Rama on his lap, and with other queens were also there in his bedroom. Then Lakshmana, first of all, his anger was reduced by Tara, but still he had his attitude was still a little bit harsh. He says that there could be any repentance if a person commits any formidable mistake. There could be some prayaschitta or repentance. But there is no repentance for a kritagna. Kritagna means a person who is supposed to help or show the gratitude back towards his best friend when he has already helped before. If he forgets someone to help and does not repay, he is a kritagna. There is no repentance for such person. So, and the punishment for kritagna is that such a kritagna has to be killed. That's the only punishment. Even Brahma said, even if a person kills a Brahmana, or if he steals, or no, one may perform a particular vrata, and there is some kind of atonement, prayaschitta, atonement, and that atonement is not easy. But if a person who gets help from another, and that person promised he will help, but he did not help, for that there is no atonement. And Sugriva, Rama told me to tell you that Vali's path is not yet closed. Then immediately Tara interfered. He said, no, Lakshmana, you should not say like that. Sugriva is monkey. We are all monkeys. We have very flickering mind. Sugriva is not a liar. Because of Rama, only Sugriva got Ruma and me and this kingdom. So many days he suffered without getting Ruma and this kingdom. Now he got all of them. He was engrossed in enjoying them. So there was a little delay in trying to repay. Vishwamitra Muni himself was attracted to Kama, or to the lust with Menaka. See, the moment Tara had told about the Guru, because Vishwamitra Muni is the Guru, right? So he said, look, your great Guru had itself, sometimes he fell down because of the lust with the Apsaras. What are we? We are just monkeys. So he immediately, Lakshmana immediately came down. And then Tara said, you don't know what has been done. Sugriva has already ordered all the monkeys to come. It will take some time for all the monkeys to come. So that time Sugriva got up from his throne and he asked for forgiveness from Lakshmana. He said, it's because of Rama I'm enjoying this kingdom. I was delayed a little bit, but I know Rama will forgive. And Lakshmana also became very happy. And Lakshmana said, see, Rama is in Prashrava Mountains caves. It has been very long time since a friend of Rama has seen him. So please come and meet him and just convey the message. And Lakshmana said, please forgive me for my harshness, because I was not able to see Rama crying. So that's why I became so angry. Please forgive me. Then again, Sugriva gave another order. 1 minute. So Sugriva told to Hanuman that, Hanuman, you give the order, only 10 days of time. Within 10 days, all the monkeys should come here to and they should wait here for my order. If they don't come, they will be punished by Sugriva. It is the order of Sugriva. So he gave that order. Meanwhile, Sugriva, along with his minister, they all went to Prashrava mountain. And the moment Sugriva saw Rama, he fell at his feet. And Rama also lifted him and embraced him. And Rama also said, how much of love you have towards me. You have so much love. And he forgave Sugriva. So as they were talking, this word has already gone like the speed of light. That Sugriva has given this order. And the monkeys were also not ordinary monkeys. They could also come to Sugriva within a moment. So millions and millions of monkeys came to the mountain. Thousands of crores, billions of monkeys came, and they were all taking shelter of the trees. And so many monkeys came that when they covered the mountains and everything became dark. No one could see when Rama was on the mountain peak. He could not see that there was any tree or a shrub because everywhere the monkey is there. There were only mountains and mountains of monkeys on it. So Valmiki Maharshi mentions in detail how many monkeys came. From Mount Kailash, 100 billion monkeys came. From Himalayas, trillion monkeys came. From Vindhya mountains, millions into millions. That many monkeys came. From Sushena, Sushena is the father of Tara. He sent thousands of millions, 1,000 into millions. That is 1 billion, I think. Yeah, 1 billion monkeys. Then Kesari, who is father of Hanuman, he also sent billions of monkeys. Gavaksha, Dhumra, they came with 200 millions. Neela, he came with 10 crores. Gavaya, he came with 5 crores of monkeys. Dari Mukha, 1 crore is 10 million. This is 10 million, 100. 10. Yeah, Dari Mukha came with 10 billions of monkeys. Mainda and Vivida, he came with 100 billion monkeys. Rumana, he came with 1 billion monkeys. Gandhamadhana, from that mountain, almost 100 billion monkeys came. So they all covered the trees, the rivers, the lands, and everywhere, and it became very dark. So Sugriva, he went to Rama again and said, Rama, all this army is here. They are all right now here at your order. So Rama said, the first thing to do is whether Sita is alive. If she is alive, then we have to find if Ravana's residence. So once we find these two, then I'll discuss with you what should be the next steps. Now, these monkeys, they were divided into 4 groups. Okay, and each group was being given some orders by Sugriva. So Sugriva came to the group who is going towards the east. He said, in the east, there you will find from here you start eastwards and you'll find the forest, the mountains, there'll be impassable places. All these places you have to search. You will find the wonderful river of Bhagirathi, that is Ganga. You will find the river Sarayu. Like that, you will find the river Kaushaki. And there'll be very pleasing areas or surroundings of river Yamuna. And then you go to the Mount Kalinda as well, where there is a river Saraswati, there is a river Sindhu. And at those rivers, the waters are very lustrous, like crystal clear. The water is so shining like gems. Then you go to the river Shona. Further, there will be a river called a Mahi. Then river Kala Mahi. And around that, there will be bright mountains and forests surrounding them. Then after that, there will be kingdoms like Brahmamala, Videha, Malva, Kashi, Kosala, and in Magadha. And in all those kingdoms, there will be small villages and there will be grand villages. So you search everywhere, in everybody's house. See, the search party of Rama was not a small one. So it was so great that the monkeys searched even every small bit of the land on on this earth. Then he said, from there you go further east, you will find the kingdoms of Pundra and Anga. And you'll go to the countries of kings, which are called Koshakara. And you'll find kingdoms where there are silver mines. So you have to search there. And then you have to search in the islands as well, like Yamadvipa. There are dvipas or islands called Yamadvipa. You have to search them. Then you will go to the eastern coast, and you will reach the river called Shona. The waters will be very reddish. And there you will find all the siddhas and charanas. They are celestial beings. They're doing some tapasya. Then further, if you go, there you will find great lakes like Vrishabhas, Sudarshana lakes. Then you will find Shera Samudram. You'll find volcanoes. There will be golden mountain like which is called Udayadri. And you will find the eastern door to the earth, where the sun enters every day. After that, it is very dark. Only till that place I have gone. Then he calls for the group who is going towards south, and which is headed by Angada. He says, from here south, there will be Narmada river. It will be full of snakes. Then you will find Godavari, Krishna. Then you will find the provinces of Vidarbha, Andhra, Pandya, Chola, Chera. Then you will see Agastya Muni's ashram. Then you cross the ocean, and as you cross the ocean, there will be a demon. Her name is Simhika. So you be careful with her. And then you will find Lanka. And Sugriva says, in Lanka alone, you search very keenly every nook and corner again and again. He gives specifically these orders only to the Lanka. Every nook and corner should search again and again. Then you will find Vasuki. Then you will go further south, there you will find Chandra Vrakshas, Vrishabhi. And you will find the southern borders of the earth, where the pure rishis have done some penance. And then there you will find if you further go south, you will find the kingdom of Yamadharmaraj, but don't go there. You just go there till that point. Then towards western side, the western group, it is headed by Sushena. And he said, in the western side, you will find Avanti, Hemagiri, and there are birds in those places which eat elephants and lions. So don't worry, those birds, they don't come to monkeys. So you can very peacefully and safely you can search in those places. Then you will find Vajragiri, and you'll find a place where the Hayagriva killed a Rakshasa. There was a Rakshasa, his name was Hayagriva, and he was killed by Vishnu. And then you will find Pragjyotishapuram, where there is a Narakasura is still there, and who was killed by Krishna later. Then you will find Meghavantam. Then you will find Merugiri. And in the west, when you go to the westernmost shore, you pay obeisances to Surya Dev there. And Vishwakarma, he created a very huge thing. That's a huge place there. And Varuna will be there. And you will reach to the place called Meru Sagara. So after you have reached that place, no humans can cross that. So you search till that place. Then in the northern side, it was headed by Shatabali. So in northern side there are Himalaya mountains, then there are Indraprasthana, Bahlikas will be there, then Chinas, Somas, that means China is nothing but China. Then 100 yojanas there will be a desert, that is a Gobi desert, and you will have a great mountain, and there will be Kubera in the north. Then you will find Kraunchagiri, and you will find Kumaraswami's cave. And then there will be Kamashailam, Mainaka. Then there are ashramas of Vikhanasa. Then you will find Shaildora. Then you'll find Kichakas. And you'll find trees which bestow some ornaments and dresses. And finally, you will reach to Somagiri. So you search till there and you come back. So everyone are so excited that they're all talking, monkeys, flickering mind. When they get excited, they'll become too much excited. When they become depressed, they'll go too much into depression. And each one is saying, why you are going? Why everyone? I am alone sufficient to go and search in all those places. So they happily left from that place. So Rama asked Sugriva, how do you know all these places? So much geography in detail. So Sugriva mentions, yes, Rama, while I was running from the fear of Vali, I have gone to all these places. And finally, one day, Hanuman said, why you are running so much? If you can be at Rishimukha Parvatam. Then Sugriva said, why didn't you tell this before? Then Hanuman said, you didn't ask. So I kept quiet. So that's why we came back to Rishimukha Parvatam, where we will not be killed because Vali cannot enter there. So for the southern direction alone, Sugriva had specifically given the head of that entire group as Angada, but along with Angada, he also asked important ministers like Hanuman, Jabali, and others to go in the southern direction. So Rama observed that Sugriva is sending all the important people towards the south. So there is more possibility of Sita being there in the south. So Rama, he called Hanuman. And he said, Hanuman, you have a very good speed. So you know the time, place, and circumstances very well. And you have a very great intelligence. And Sugriva also said, it looks like for me, Hanuman will alone find Sita. So Rama, what he did, he gave a ring to Hanuman. He said, when you meet Sita, give this to her. And she will speak to you without any worry. So Hanuman left from that place. Then all the monkeys from north, those who went towards north, east, and west, they all searched and they returned within a month. But those who went towards south, they did not return. So now Valmiki explains what happened to that group who went towards south. So in south, they went to a place where it is population less. There is no living entity in that place. That's because there was a great rishi. His name is Kandu. He lost his son there, and so he cursed that there will be no living being here. So there is no living entities in that. It was just like a dry desert. And they became very thirsty. And as they were becoming thirsty, they were searching if there is any place, and it is just not a small group, right? It's a huge group. It's like billions and billions of monkeys are there in southern direction, going towards southern direction. But as they are walking and walking, they found certain like birds who are wet. They were coming out of a cave. So they also saw some elephants and lions are also coming out of the cave, and they understood, oh, there must be some source of water inside that cave. Otherwise, how the birds are wet as they are moving their wings, it's showering some water, right? So they all decided, let's go into that cave. So they all entered into it. And as they all entered into it, first it was very dark. Then suddenly, they saw one like little door was there. They went inside and they saw a very bright light, and there was a big forest. There were many lakes, huge trees with fruits and honey. And all the tired monkeys, instead of eating right away, they were amazed. And they found a lady doing penance. So she asked, who are you? Who are you all? Why did you all enter this? Then Hanuman told the entire story. And Hanuman said that we are all very thirsty and hungry. So she said, don't worry, there was a king, who's Danava king. His name is Maya. And he built this place, and he enjoys this place with Hema, with different Apsaras, celestial damsels here. So when Indra became jealous of him, and he became envious of how, looking at how this Maya was enjoying with Hema. So he killed Maya. So Hema, while going back to the heaven, she asked me to take care of this cave properly. So as a caretaker, I am living here. I am Swayam Prabha, and I am daughter of Meru. So you can all eat roots, honey, fruits, and so they immediately went, and they were so thirsty. They drank water, they had the fruits and everything. They took rest for some time, and after enjoying everything, they said, now that we have to leave from this place, please show us the way. But she said, no, it is only a one way. Once you came in, you can't get out. But Hanuman said, no, we are in the service of Rama. Can you please excuse us? Then the Swayam Prabha said, oh, you all came for Rama's service? Then definitely I will get you out. With all my power from the austerities that I have done, I will use it to leave you all out. Because it is not possible for anyone who come inside to go out. So then with all her penance, she left them out of that cave. So when they came outside of that cave, they saw the signs of Vasanta Rutu, or the spring season. You see, in the autumn season, they all went in search of Sita. And when they came out, it was spring. That means winter was also over. They saw the signs of the spring season. All the trees were flowering. And what did Sugriva say? Sugriva said that within 1 month, you should all go and come back. If you don't come, then I'm going to kill you all. So Angada became very depressed. So Angada is the son of Vali. Okay, so he was the head of that group and he became very depressed. And he started saying, first of all, my stepfather, he doesn't like me at all. And since anyway he doesn't like me, he will immediately kill me. So why to return? And I see there is ocean here. Let's all enter into ocean and get killed. And all the other monkeys, they also agreed, yes, yes, there is no use in returning. Angada said, let us all enter into, and hmm, and sometimes some of them also said, so why go back and no, why go into the ocean? Let's go back to that same cave. Let us enter into that cave and enjoy our life till the end. So all their enthusiasm was gone, and they want to commit suicide. Now Hanuman interfered and said, see, Angada, you're saying all these words, but all these monkeys will not listen to you because monkeys have very flickering mind. You are believing all of them. And these monkeys, suppose, imagine we're all going to the same cave, and these monkeys cannot live without their children and wives. So if you go into the cave, they will first they will enjoy, and then they will start talking. Why they will say how they in first place how they ended up in this bilwa, and they will have that separation, and instead they will feel so frustrated that they would have felt it would have been better if Sugriva would have killed us. What's the use of living in this cave? So they will all started scolding. They'll talking bad about you. And Sugriva will know about it one day. Escaping the Rama's order that these monkeys have entered into the cave. Sugriva will know. And nobody can escape the Rajadandana, that is the punishment of a king. Nobody can escape. Lakshmana will get angry. And this entire cave can easily be destroyed by Lakshmana's arrows. So even if we are taking shelter of that cave, we can't live happily in cave. If we have enmity with powerful men, we cannot live our life. At first, they will eat nicely and sleep. Then they will discuss what my kids are doing, what my wife will be doing. Then they will corner you and they'll start blaming you. And they will say, we should have gone back to Sugriva and asked for forgiveness. And if we ask for forgiveness, the king will actually leave us. But living in that cave, even if a small grass moves, we will be so fearful that even a small movement of a grass will make us think, oh, that Sugriva has come. But if Sugriva knows the reason why we are delayed by 5 months, because we got stuck in this, and it is a Maya, it is an illusioned cave. So he will understand and he will forgive us. He will forgive all of us. So why will he kill you? He is very righteous person. Sugriva has no progeny, and Tara is his wife. There is no prince for crowning. So you are the only his son. So why will he kill you? Then Angada said, no, Sugriva is not a good person. He blocked my father in Mayavi's cave. He enjoyed with my mother when Vali was still alive. He is unworthy. He is distrustful. So it's better that I die now. I'll not enter the cave, but let me do the prayopavesha. And you please convey my obeisances to Ruma, to Tara, and to Sugriva, everyone. Now, what is prayopavesha? Prayopavesha means that they take the darbha grass, the purified grass, the dried grass or the wet grass, and then they point the ends of that towards the southern direction and they sit on it. So it means anyone who is in that posture and sitting, it means that he is going to sit in that posture till death. Any animal can come and eat, he will not defend, he will not fight back. So Angada, he got one grass, he sat on that, and he started doing the Prayopavasam. Now all the monkeys, now the leader itself is doing like that. Now all the other monkeys, they are discussing. Oh, the king has done. Okay, we also bring. So all the monkeys also brought the grass. They spread in the southern directions with the ends, and they sat on it. Now, as they sat and they were discussing, oh, we all have to commit a suicide, and they started. What they started discussing was Rama Katha again. They were discussing that we were all enjoying so happily in Kishkintha, and Rama was so happy in Ayodhya. And you see the plight of Rama, that after getting married by Sita, no, so the entire Ramayana till that point of where Sugriva and ordered, they discussed Ramayana in summary. See, look at the fate of Rama, that he has been banished by that Dasharatha, and because of the words of Kaikeyi. Then he was going around with all the sages for 13 years, and finally look at the fate of Sita Rama Lakshmana, that they had to be in the Panchavati. And one day, look at the fate of Rama, that now he had to disfigure Shurpanakha, and Shurpanakha brought her brothers for war. Then they were killed, all the Kharadushanas were killed. Then Ravana came and he abducted Sita in their absence. And as he was taken, Jatayu came and fought against Rama. And Jatayu got killed. And then they came to this Kishkintha, and they met Sugriva. And Sugriva killed Vali. And look at this, without completing the order of our king, we are dying now. So they're all discussing the Rama Katha. Surprisingly, at that time, a great bird, that is, whose name is Sampati, he was sitting on a mountain, and he heard their discussions. And he shouted, "Who is that talking about my brother Jatayu?" So meanwhile, all the monkeys looked towards that sound, and they thought, "Oh, see this bird, it's coming to kill us." And actually, the bird was thinking that how nicely the food is spread on a silver platter, like that. All of us are sitting. That's why this bird is coming towards us. Then as Angada and others, they went closer to Sampati. Sampati said, "Please get me down here from this mountain and explain what is that you're all talking about." So Angada, again, he explains the entire summary of Ramayana till that point. That Rama was exiled, and along with Rama, Sita and Lakshmana, they followed him. And Sita Devi was abducted in the forest. And Rama and Lakshmana searching for Sita, they came towards south. They had a friendship with Sugriva, and Sugriva ordered all the monkeys to search for Sita in all the directions. So going toward searching in the southern directions, this group headed by Angada came to this place, and we got uh, we somehow got into that illusioned cave and we lost the track of time. And now that we are back, even if we go back, we will be killed. Then Sampati heard that Jatayu was killed by Ravana. And then Sampati explains. They ask, "Who are you?" Then they said, "I'm Sampati. And I'm the elder brother of Jatayu. We are the sons of Aruna. Aruna is the charioteer of Suryadev. So once Jatayu and myself, we want to go to Surya, that sun god. And as we were flying the halfway, like basically Sampati explains in detail that there are birds who fly in different levels of the atmosphere. Like if you have the sparrows and all this, they only flow till the only first level in the atmosphere. They don't fly above that. Then he explains that the next level of birds, they go little above. Then the third grade, then the fourth, then the fifth, like that. The seventh grade or the seventh level are the seventh grade of the birds are huge birds, by which they can even fly from one planet to another planet. So we belong to that grade of birds. So once both of us, we wanted to go to sun god. As we were going halfway, because of the heat of the Surya Dev, we were getting burnt. So I covered Jatayu with my wings. And that heat burnt my wings, and we all fell down on this Vindhya mountains. So Jatayu fell somewhere else, I fell somewhere else. From that point onwards, I never met Jatayu again. And he explains that after I fell down, I gained consciousness only after 7 days, after a week. And I recognized that I fell down near the ashrama of Matanga Maharshi. So I crawled and towards the Matanga Muni, because me and Jatayu, we used to change our bodies as humans, and we used to go to the Matanga Maharshi's ashram and we used to serve him faithfully. So I somehow managed to go to his ashrama. Then Matanga Muni said, don't worry, because you have lost your wings, everything, your body is burnt. Don't worry, you will get back to the wing. You will get back your wings when you help Rama by words. So, Angada says, now Angada asks, since you are standing here, have you seen Ravana taking Sita? Do you know where Sita is? So Angada said, the Sampada said, I won't, because I cannot fly and search, but I can help you through my word. And Sampati said, see, one day what happened was, since I'm almost like I cannot fly, I'm almost like a handicap. So my son goes and gets food for me. And 1 minute. Yeah. So my son, he goes and finds food for me. So one day as he was flying, he was met by Ravana. And Ravana was abducting Sita, and he was taking her back through the air to Lanka. At that time, my son met him in air, and he said, I'm going to take you back to my father, and no, I'm going to capture you and you'll become a food for me. But Ravana, he paid obeisances to my son and said, I'm in very important work. Please leave me. Please excuse me this time. And my son said, okay, since you are surrendering yourself, I will not harm you. You go. So Ravana, along with Sita, he went towards Lanka. That time, all the Siddhas and other rishis, sages and saints and demigods, they came to my son and they say, oh, my dear, um, uh, I forgot the name of that son. So, oh, Sampati's son, you are very, very fortunate. Nobody ever has, nobody has seen who is alive if he confronts Ravana. You are so lucky that Ravana has spared you. It is Ravana does not do like that. He has done. You are very, very fortunate. So my son has seen, and he came back and told me. And he said that Sita Devi was lamenting. And he further said, I have a boon that I can see across. I can see beyond any mountains, beyond any lands and oceans. I can see what is on the other side of the earth also. So sitting here, standing here, I see that Sita Devi is there in the palace of Ravana. She's sitting under a tree in the internal, the courtyard and the parks of the palace. She's there. She's sitting. And if someone can go there, he can find Sita. Then 1 minute. Okay. The moment he said this, Sampati got back his wings. And that was the proof that whatever he said was truth. And immediately he said, I have to do funeral rites for my brother Jatayu. So he does that. And then he again gives them the word. So you go and you will find out Sita. You please go and find her. Sorry, it was not Matanga Maharshi's ashram. It was Vishada Maharshi's ashram, where this Sampati, he dragged his body and he went there. And that's when the sage told him, don't worry, after few hundreds of years, Dasharath Maharaj's son Rama, he will appear as Vishnu. He'll be born. And his wife will be abducted by Ravana. And here it is mentioned, Vishada Maharshi mentions that this Sita Devi, when she is in the Ravana's house, she will not consume anything from Ravana's house. Indra will come with payasam or the sweet rice every day. And what she used to do, she used to keep the top layer. She used to offer it to Rama and Lakshmana, and then she used to consume. And that Vishada Maharshi also said that Sugriva's servants or his subordinates, Sugriva will send one group of monkeys to search in the southern direction, and that group will come here, and you help them by words, by telling them where she is. And when you tell them, you will get back all the wings, including the small wings. The wings are at multiple layers, right? So they have one large wing, they also have smaller wings. So he said, you will get back all the wings, including the small wings. So when he completed saying that, then Sampati got all the wings. So he flew with his wings up, and he said, so you please try to find her. You will definitely see Sita. So now they all went to the Southern Ocean, and they saw that Lanka is at least 100 yojanas, that means 800 miles away from that ocean, from their place. And looking at that long distance, they again became depressed. And Angada said, who's going to cross this? And he tell me all your powers, your strength. So Gaja said, with one jump, I can only jump 100 yojanas. Gavaksha said 20. Gavaya, he said 30. Sharabha, he said, I can jump only 40. Gandhamadhana said, I can jump 50. Mainda, he said, I can jump 60 yojanas in one jump. Dvivida, he said 70. Sushena, he said 80. And Jambavanta, he said, right now, I can only jump 90 yojanas. But don't think that was my power. Once when Vamanadev, so Jambavanta is not an ordinary person. From him only Jambavati, later, he became father-in-law of Krishna also. So he was born from Brahma. And he had a very long life. So he says that when Vamanadev appeared, I expanded myself and I circumambulated him in very less time, because he expanded so much that one foot was taken by this earth, the other foot was covered all the planetary systems, and it pierced the outer layer of Brahmanda, from which the Vraja river flowed and it became Ganga. So when he expanded that huge, Jambavanta said, I circumambulated him in a very short time. But right now, I can jump 100 yojanas. Sorry, and Jambavanta said that I can jump only 90 yojanas. Meanwhile, Angada said, yes, I can jump 100 yojanas, but I'm doubtful whether I can return. Then Jambavan said, no. The king should not go to the leader or the king. He should not go to all these places to do so small work. You should order, and all us others should go. And they couldn't find anyone. Angada said again, okay, let's do Prayopavesham. We couldn't find any solution. Let's go and commit suicide. Then Jambavan said, no, Angada, you should not say for every small depression you should, or a small low in your life, you should not say that you will commit suicide. No, it is very wrong. We have a person who can cross 100 yojanas, who can find Sita and who can return. But he is thinking himself that he cannot do because he has a curse. He doesn't know. And who is that? That person is none other than Hanuman. Hanuman, he can expand. Standing here, he can touch Lanka with his hand. I will inspire him and he can know his strength. And it will be the deliverance of curse. So, then Jambavan said, Hanuman, why are you not talking? You are very powerful. You are more powerful as King Sugriva, or even to Rama Lakshmana. You have the strength equivalent to Garuda. You got all this power by birth. So just to give a background, what happened was there was a Apsara, a celestial woman. Her name is Punjakasthala. She was very beautiful. And she was cursed to be born as a monkey. And she came as Anjana Devi. And Anjana, she married to Kesari. And one day while on mountain, Vayudev embraced her and she got angry. And Vayudev said, don't be angry. For the purpose of the Supreme Lord, I will leave my energy, my semen into you so that a great personality will come out. He will be as fast as me and he will be as strong as me. So, Hanuman, by birth, you got all energy. But one day, thinking when you were born, thinking the sun as a fruit, you went to capture it. At that time, Indra hit you with his Vajrayudha. He had a weapon which is called Vajrayudha. So your cheeks have a dent. And that is why you are called Hanuman. Hanuman, see, Hanu means dent, Mat means cheeks. So he has a dent on his cheeks. That's why he is called as Hanumat. So you are called Hanuman. And when this happened, you went, you fell down unconscious. Vayudev, he became very angry. Since he is an air component, he made the entire air to stand still. And nobody was breathing. So all the living entities were dying. That time, all the demigods, they came to him. And they gave all the boons to your son. That means to Vayudev's son, that is to Hanuman. That none of their weapons can harm Hanuman, including Brahma's. And then Brahma also gave a boon to him, that you can wish to leave your body as per your desire. So you cannot get killed. So you are the son of Anjana and Kesari, but you are also Vayudeva's Aurushaputra. So he said, Hanuman, when Vamanadeva appeared, I circumambulated him 21 times. Now I cannot even jump 100 yojanas. I have become old. So this the service of Lord Rama is in your hands. So you have to go. Please remember your strength. Now Hanuman curse was delivered. Now what was the curse? See, after Hanuman was given all the boons by the demigods, then Hanuman, he came back to his senses and he was playing. And one day he saw, because the monkey again, he saw great sages were doing a meditation side by side. He tied their shikhas, something, he was playing with them. And then the sages understood he has an unlimited amount of power. He has so many boons, but it is going everything out of control. And all those things are not required for him to be known. So let him forget all that and those boons and energy. When it is required, when the time is required, he will be delivered of this curse and he will be reminded of his energy. And then from then on, no one can stop him. So then Hanuman, he remembered all that energies that he had. Now he slowly got up, he realized his strength, and he got up just how a lion comes out of a cave. He stood like that. All the monkeys were stunned looking at Hanuman's form. His face was like a red molten metal, and he's expanding his body. And as he's expanding, he said, I can powder all the mountains. I can circumambulate. What, just jumping this one place to Lanka? I can circumambulate all this earth. And he said, when I jump, the Samudra will roll along. Samudra is that ocean, will roll along with me as a rolling mat. And I can fly faster than the sun rays. And I can, before sunrise and sunset happens, I can fly and circumambulate the earth twice. I have so much energy that I can flood all the rivers with the water from the oceans. You all don't worry. I will find Sita Devi and I return and I will tell you the good news. Then Jambavan and all the monkeys, they bless him. Then Hanuman, he went to Mahendragiri Parvata. Mahendragiri mountain is still there in the southern India near Tirunelveli. So as he approached there, all the Vidyadharas and all the sages, they moved from that place, and they were also like shaken as he was expanding because of the weight. What happens? All the holes in that mountain, they were getting closed. The holes of snakes were getting closed, suddenly closed. At that time, the snakes couldn't come out. So half of the body, half of their bodies were inside and half of their bodies were outside. So that looked like as if the flags were all out, and the snakes were huge snakes which are coming out the holes. They were spitting out the poison. And Hanuman said that with mind, I have already reached Lanka, but now only my body has to go. So as he expanded his body, he went down to the mountain and he was pressing against that mountain, and I was about to jump. Okay. With this point, we actually, the Kishkintha Kanda, this canto ends. So tomorrow we will